Okay, and we're live. Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? So today we need to add final touches, and then we can get into the what was it? The texturing and beautifying, I guess. All right. So we needed a weapon. I think I decided last time. Maybe I might add one more thing. Well, let's keep it simple. All right. So weapon. Start off with a cube. Ooh, wow, that's a big cube. 25, 25, 25. Okay, that was too much. Too little. Meh. About right there. Okay, so how are we going to tackle this? We're going to put this on another layer on the bottom. Go to orthographic view. Meh. Should be alright. Cut that baby. And, we should have done this before, but let's look up some references. The Lord's sake. At least I'm starting to. Reference. Now, just looking at some of these things, I'll kind of get an idea of what I want. Oh, actually, this looks pretty nice. Uh, hmm, let's see. Wow, a lot of embroidery. Indo-Persian dagger, Damascus, stupid. Oh, wow, that's that's a little more than a back scratcher. That looks pretty cool too. Hmm. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Maybe if I really like the patterns, but I have no idea how I'm gonna incorporate them. Maybe if I make them seamless somehow, some way. Oh, I know I saw this, and I kind of like the idea behind it. If I made this part, like, what's the word, serrated? Hmm. Okay, don't need that. Hmm. Now, what do I want? Do I want a dagger or do I want a sword? It's like a dagger sword, a swagger. I'm sorry, a swagger. Comes up with that. It's horrible. Ooh. Huh. I really should have thought of this before. Let's do something along this lines. And I'm going to open up PureRef. For anyone who doesn't know, PureRef is a nice little thing. You can drag and drop images onto here and use them for reference later. PureRef. It's pure and then ref. Yeah. Drag. Oh. Drag this on here. And where was that other one? That cool one. Okay. So I found three that I liked. And I'm gonna find a way to incorporate some of their coolness I guess. Let's see how this works. Let me put this, resize it for something else. Like that. So I want something serrated, if that's the right word. I like the handle here. I'm not sure. Oh, it was the patterns I liked on here. And I liked the curve here with cool little bumps. I'm going to have to look into more detail for that. All right, so add a mirror modifier. All right. So that way it doesn't get too weird on us. Wait, now I can't really see what this part is, how it looks. So I'm going to use this for reference. And on the x-axis and on the x-axis. Oh my gosh. Huh. Oh. By chance, is there any Samurai Jack fans out there? Saw the latest episode. That was pretty cool. That's something that I thought came in my head. Okay. I don't know how much detail I want to put in before I have to put in the other little line there. Okay, that's the knob. Whoops. Okay, that didn't work out like I planned, or I hoped. Let's move it like that. That. I think I'm getting it wrong just ever so slightly. Let's hope for the best. That I'm not. Oh, gracias, Senor Kyle. Senor Kyle Willich, who looks like a ZBrush character. Glad you could stop by. I know it must be a hassle with your busy schedule. For anyone to stop by, for that matter. How am I going to do this? All right. Let's shoot this baby. Actually, let's move it a little more. Take out that O. And yeah, that's about right. Oh, cool. Someone likes Samurai Jack. That's nice. from my phone, folks, just in case anyone's wondering. And overall, I wonder how this is gonna look with everything else. Okay, so now he's an anime character who carries a giant sword. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to do a lot of scaling. Back to the drawing board. Okay. So, and let's go up top. Let's put another cut right there. Let's move this in. Okay. Now, what I want to do is I want to wait before I put this cut in. This long cut that makes it all better. So we'll see how that works out for me. Now, I liked this guy's part right here, the serrated. I'm not sure. At the same time, I like this curve, and I want to keep the patterns here. Oh. All right, so here's what I'll do. First, I'll make the curved blade, and then I'll go back and I'll put in the serrated, but I want it to be at the top here, or on the sharp end. Okay, so how's this formed? Let's move that back. And let's hope for the best. This is going to be a little tricky because in order to get this part, you need to, what's the word? Take off the mirror. So the mirror needs to be applied before I can do that. And it feels like something else is in there. I think I should be all right. Yeah, nothing else is there. All right. Right now it looks like your average day sword. But pay that no heed, my dear friends. We are going to get this cooking. Okay, so because I did that, I think now it's safe to say I can. Nope, I gotta thin the blade. That'll probably be a better idea. No. Medium plate? Oh, not safe. Oh. Thin it out. Oh man, I forgot that part needs. I wonder what I can get away with here. Let's put that in there. Okay, etch. Oh yeah, Pure Ref blocks everything. I forgot to mention. So if you ever get it, just fair warning. It's free, by the way. Everything I use is free, as far as I know. If I do that, I won't have to worry about, connecting to, what's the word, poles together. Again, now I finally decided to worry about topology. Okay, what is going on? Let's, make a duplicate. And we're going to move that duplicate to this one, rectangles. Then we're going to apply the modifier. Next, we got to finish making this curve. So move it on the X, rotate it ever so slightly. Maybe it was a bad idea. Give it a little bit of a bump. Let's see, y0. Okay, zero that out on the y-axis. Let's move that out ever so slightly. Let's do this. Oh, excuse me, fellas, I gotta take this real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Let's get this underway. This isn't the best method of doing this, so don't try to follow me by example. Put this back like this. Right, now to fatten it up the right way. Just slightly there. A little up there. Then do a little more fattening right here. Oh yeah. And let's see if this works. X mirror, topology mirror. Okay, that worked a little too well. Okay, that didn't work at all. What is going on, my friends? X mirror. Yeah, don't know what to say about that. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Select each of the vertices. And z-axis down a little. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now this part, we need deselect these babies. I'm going to scale in on the x-axis, if you would so kindly work with me here. Oh my gosh. Something happened, I'm not sure. I made a mistake, so now learn from my mistakes and don't follow what I did. So now I'm going to move them by hand. Maybe in the long run this might be better, I think. Because now it looks a little more authentic because it has that imperfection, I guess. Oh, what are you doing? And that's now it's a little more defined up here. So how am I going to make this defined? Let's see if this works. Oh, right. Give it a little room like that. And then just squeeze it down. The back. Slightly. Edge loop, don't save. And increase. Normally, I guess you could use bevel, but I don't want to use bevel just because. So on preference. Something else I'd use bevel. For this, I'm already this far, so why not? I mean, not why not, but you know what I mean, I hope. And let's see. Let's scroll up on a smooth shader. This part I'm liking where it's going. now I just need to make this look a little more scary, I guess. Do I want that much detail, or do I want more detail? I, actually, I kind of like that little hook, but gives it almost a spearhead look. Safe to say. I'll leave that on here just to see what happens. Now the serrated part. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. Okay, so let's. Here we go. This ever so slightly. This. Maybe. This is going to be a hard thing to achieve. I already see it. I mean, we're this far, guys. That's up now. Good question. Never slope. Yeah. I mean, be better. Yeah, I know. I think of Aladdin kind of swords they have, look curved at the top, and really thick, really thick. I don't know. It's a thought. Font exercise. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Look at that. And that. Like this. Actually, I don't think I need to worry about that part. That part there was throwing me off. Move this a little more out. Okay, now for the fun part. Oh, which is fun time for me. We are going to add a crease. It's going to be real creasy, fellas. Sorry. Uh, Lean crease. You can't tell all that much, but it's there. Trust me. I'm a doctor. Okay, now for... Now, I wanted it a bit serrated, but this is going to be a little tough to make. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to turn out. Do some fixing up. A little more. Okay, okay. It needs a crease right here. I'll get back to that. I'm just letting my mind wander a little bit while I figure out how to do that. So looping. How they did it here. I can't tell. I really can't tell too much. Crease. Let's not make it too serious. 0.75. Hold on. Now, I'm assuming that it's a little curved all around. So you're going to take one of these, two of those, four, and press O, and I'm going to scale up. Next, we are going to take these and these down here, along with these, and these. Yeah, a little more. I'll save that later. Safety save. Okay. Now to make this a little better looking, make it a little slim, you know? on a diet per se. A little more slim. All right, I can deal with that. Now for the fun part, serrate it. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Okay, so let's see. Did he save? Copy. Do that there. Do that there, and do that there. Okay, so what's gonna have to happen after this is we're gonna have to move it all back into place. And this isn't the kind of straight that I want, so never mind. Bench. Actually, let's try out the bevel. Control P. Just broken. Oops. Connected. Let's see what that does. I didn't do anything. Nothing at all. Stick it out. Nothing at all. It's not done, but I just want to see how it's going to look like. I feel comfortable with it, you know? Mm. You know what? I changed my mind. No serrating. Now let's, let's call that good. Origin to geometry. Let's rescale it so it actually fits our character. Looking back at it, I messed up. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think I messed up where the handle is supposed to turn. I think I'll be alright. Some other stuff real quick. Okay, so I remember last time I was streaming, the whole thing just stopped and all I could hear was my voice. It's like, ooh, that makes it awkward. Okay, so the big question now is how we're going to texture all of this, all that, and whatnot. To which I would say that is a very good question. Just kidding. Okay, so what we're gonna do is not exactly complicated, but it is a process. So, I'm gonna go back to the layer. I'm gonna first apply the scale so it doesn't resize on us by chance. And we gotta do some color coding. So let's see. Oh, Serious Stranger Sword Blade. Give it a proper name. That's okay. Oh, I gotta sneeze. At the same time, I don't have to sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, next. It's so how are we going to do this when we do the texturing? So what I'm going to do with the texturing is I'm going to try to make it simple on myself, and I am going to color code them with materials. What I mean by that is I am going to give them a material, let's say stranger sword, sword blade, metal. And then I'm going to color it a color like this one, a sign. And then these other ones I am going to color differently. If anyone's ever worked in Quixel before, this is a similar process where you color code the objects that you're painting. If I got that right, any Quixel experts out there? Oops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Now I'm going to say this is copy, add another material, sword metal, call this gold. I'm gonna give it a yellow color, assign. And since this is basically the same or similar, we're going to do now. If you notice, I didn't do the UVs yet, and I'm doing this first. Usually, it's a big no-no to do that, but in this case, I think I can let it slide, just because I'm awesome. So next, I'm going to add another metal handle. Oops. Let's give it a darker color. Make it leathery. Leather. Assign. Because we color code them, it's going to make it a lot easier when we apply textures in Photoshop to these guys. That way we don't have to guess what colors what and what does what, yada, yada, yada. Loop. Scene. I get that with this one. I hate to do that again, just to be sure. Loop. Mark scene. Ooh. Scene. I do it this way. Yeah. This one is scene. Okay, that's going to be an issue. Just because I don't want that there. Loop. And do a quick assign. Now we can loop. Mark scene. Now, thinking ahead, I know that this doesn't make it very sharp, even though I put a crease on the end of the blade for this sword blade thing. So what I'm going to have to do instead to help emphasize that is give it a distinctive color. Now, if you notice here, how all the patterns, and then here's the shiny part, and that part's where we can tell it's razor sharp. So I am going to put the seams on the opposite end. So that way when it unwraps, this part opens up this part opens up, and I can just do a straight line down. Let's see. I guess it'll make more sense when I do it, when I actually do it. This part, part feels a bit tricky. Let's hope for the best, I guess. I do not understand. Why are you not unwrapping? Doing the unwrapping. Now we're gonna go into here and we're gonna see how stretched they are into the properties display. It's actually looking pretty good. Okay, what is this? This was the handle, and this was this part. So what this is telling me right now is what parts are stretched out and what parts are okay. Blue is okay. Red is stretched beyond comparison. So everything in between, from blue to green to red. Now these parts are giving me a little bit of trouble, but overall I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Some people might have an issue. Oh, too bad. Now, just to give you an example of what I was talking about earlier, actually I'll make something new first. Move this to the side. And new. I think 2K textures can work out. But this is a sword, so I don't think 2K is that important. So we'll go with 1K. Mysterious Stranger, sword, blade. And we will make it no alpha. I mean, no color. Complete alpha, blank canvas. Okay. We will go in and cut that. That's cool. Excuse me. Whoa. Press it again. Whoa. Actually, let's just see what happens if we straighten this out. SX0. Oops. Y. Okay, move it up. Oh, oops. Move it up. Zero. Yeah, it's not doing anything nice. All right, I'm gonna leave it as is. holds correct aspect, angle base, conform. Okay, not conforming, angle base. Correct aspect, margin. Black, white, outline. Let's see this. All right, I'm just gonna leave it as is and say it's good. Going to assume Blender knows what it's doing. No, I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as is right there. Not after, but before I do that, I am going to see if I can. On the x-axis, 90 degrees. Okay, no. All right, so the outline. Just give you a little peek because I gotta start going here in a bit. Give you a peek of what I'm gonna try to do is first I will bake. I think it was textures. Select it, split automatic fixed. Okay, I need to move this, turns out. Move some puppies around. Maybe make them a little bigger. I want more detail on the handle, so I'll make it a little bigger. This one doesn't need as much detail, so this one needs a little more. And okay, let's try that again. And we are going to take out draw. Okay, yeah, so what this does is that it makes it easier to select the areas we want to edit in Photoshop, and we know what we're doing, instead of just using the UVs by themselves. So with this, it makes the selecting easier, it makes adding textures a little bit better overall, in my opinion. So yeah, this is a taste of what's next to come. So yeah, thanks for stopping by, anyone who's on. Excuse me, anyone who's on. And yeah, expect to see one of us next week for Fancy Lizard Studio. Talk to you later. Don't forget to visit our site and whatnot. Talk to you later. All right. Adios, muchachos.